My friends, Ahsoka has finally arrived, and for me, it's already solved a huge problem that I think personally Star Wars has ran into as of late, and that is the villains. After watching the first 2 episodes, I was shocked because we truly felt the menacing and dark opposition like straight away, and we haven't even been introduced to the biggest bad yet. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. But what's up everyone, and welcome back to Jones Vibes. Go ahead and hit the like button if you're a Star Wars fan, subscribe if you're enjoying the vibes, and let's dive in. So the main connection that I'm trying to make here is that over the past while in Star Wars, specifically since the Disney purchase, I feel like Star Wars has had a villain problem. And maybe that's just me, but I think that Kylo Ren is easily the best new villain that's been created. And besides that, we've really just been operating around past legacy characters that are important to the franchise, obviously, but it's nothing new. Or we have villains like Moff Gideon, who is menacing and cool. Giancarlo Esposito is always great. But when I think about all-time villains, he's not really up there. The Book of Boba Fett just had the Pike Syndicate, and then really late in the game, they introduced Cad Bane. And I don't know, it hasn't been enough. And so after Kylo, I've kind of just been sitting around waiting for something. And I know you might argue that we got Darth Vader in Kenobi, but we know Darth Vader. We've known Darth Vader since 1977. And the Kenobi show wasn't as much about witnessing Darth Vader as it was about losing Anakin and really discovering the messed up man who now lives behind the mask. Somebody also might say the same type thing about Palpatine and Rise of Skywalker, but same thing. He's been around. What I'm really wanting is to feel the same way that I did as a kid watching The Phantom Menace for the first time and seeing Darth Maul. I didn't know who he was or what he was doing, but he embodied pure evil and was just this larger than life threat that blew my freaking mind. And so here we are with the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka, and my friends, I think that Dave Filoni has done it. The introduction of this episode made me feel the same way that I did as a kid. The villains are back in action with Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati, and man, rest in peace to Ray Stevenson because he absolutely owned this role, is owning this role. Both of them together are like giants when they're on the screen. That dark presence and mystery surrounding them just makes your brain start turning. And it got me to a place where it's like as soon as the episode's finished, I just wanted to turn them on again because I'm still thinking about those villains. And that's what happened to me with Darth Maul. And that's what happened to me with Kylo Ren. And I know that we're only 2 episodes in here, but this is exciting as heck to me, guys. And like I mentioned, we haven't even gotten to Thrawn yet. And if Dave Filoni is already playing at this level, man, it's gonna be awesome. You got Morgan Elsbeth too, and the Night Sisters. There's so much to explore, and it really feels like there is a valid threat in the galaxy. This is important, not that the Pike Syndicate wasn't. And I'm just very curious to see where all this goes. I want to see Shin Hati continue to grow. She was honestly the standout for me. And she really doesn't have much dialogue so far, and she doesn't have to say much. Like, her facial acting just kind of establishes that trust between her and Baylan. There's just this presence between them, this relationship that we're going to get to explore. I'm sure they have a very rich history, and I don't know, it just feels like finally with Star Wars, we're back with a powerful hero, Force user, and she's going against powerful dark Force users with lightsabers, and that's all I really want. And hey, I will mention that I absolutely love Andor, and it has none of that, but that's really just a different type of Star Wars that's very unique. But this is the Star Wars that I grew up with. But what do you guys think? Am I wrong? I probably am, but I don't know. Please let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments and keep up with the channel for weekly Ahsoka content throughout this season. Also, give this video a like if you enjoyed it. You can follow me on X at Jones Vibes Only, and remember to keep up the good vibes. But villains are cool, and so are you.